Welcome everyone to the channel, Insane Criminal Cases. We will tell you about the shocking criminal cases in the world. The topic of today's video will definitely interest you. Now let's find out. Joe Yong Kong, once one of the most powerful figures in China, fell from grace in a dramatic corruption scandal that sent shockwaves through the Chinese political system. Investigators estimated the total value of assets linked to Joe Yong Kong and his associates to be approximately 90 billion yuan, around $14 billion USD. This immense wealth included cash, real estate, company shares, and other valuable holdings. Joe's family controlled numerous high-value properties across China. Properties in Beijing, Shanghai, and other major cities were found under the names of Joe's family and close allies. A lavish villa in Wuxi, his hometown, reportedly worth millions of dollars. Investigators uncovered real estate investments in exclusive resort areas, purchased through intermediaries to conceal their ownership. Cash hoards. Authorities discovered hundreds of millions of yuan in cash during raids on Joe's residences and the homes of his allies. Gold and jewelry. Large amounts of gold, precious stones, and high-value jewelry were also found in safes and private vaults linked to Joe and his network. Company shares and business interests. Joe and his family held significant shares in state-owned enterprises, SOEs, and private companies, particularly in the energy and petroleum sectors. Luxury goods and other assets. Investigators identified a fleet of expensive vehicles registered under the names of Joe's family members and associates. Joe was reported to have amassed an extensive collection of valuable artwork and cultural artifacts, many of which were seized during the investigation. Among the most sensational aspects of his case was his alleged maintenance of a harem of over 400 mistresses, a network that epitomized his unchecked power and extravagant lifestyle. These women were said to come from diverse backgrounds, including entertainment, business, and politics, all carefully selected for their stunning beauty and charm. Joe reportedly leveraged his influence to surround himself with women, some of whom were introduced to him by business allies or government officials seeking to curry favor. Others were actresses, models, and television anchors, drawn to his wealth and authority. In return, Joe provided them with. To understand Joe Yong Kong's downfall, it's essential to examine the political environment in which his career unfolded. The late 20th and early 21st centuries in China were marked by rapid economic growth and modernization, which created unprecedented opportunities for corruption. Born in December 1942 in Wuxi, Jiangsu Province, Joe Yong Kong studied geophysical exploration at the Beijing Petroleum Institute, where he began his career in the oil and gas sector. His technical expertise and political acumen propelled him into leadership roles within China National Petroleum Corporation, CNPC, one of China's largest state-owned enterprises. By the late 1980s, Joe had become a key figure in the energy sector. Joe transitioned into politics in the 1990s, serving as the party secretary of Sichuan Province from 1999 to 2002. Known for his aggressive style and ability to consolidate power, he earned a reputation as a skilled operator within the Chinese Communist Party, CCP. In 2002, Joe joined the Politburo and became the Minister of Public Security. This role gave him control over China's vast security apparatus, including the police, intelligence agencies, and paramilitary forces. By 2007, he was promoted to the Standing Committee of the Politburo, the apex of Chinese political power, where he oversaw legal and security affairs. Joe's control over the security sector made him one of the most feared and influential figures in China. Under his leadership, the domestic security budget ballooned, surpassing even China's military expenditure at one point. Joe wielded this power to silence dissent, crack down on activists, and suppress ethnic unrest in regions like Tibet and Xinjiang. However, Joe's influence extended beyond security. He cultivated a network of loyalists across various sectors, including energy, judiciary, and provincial governments. His time at CNPC allowed him to cultivate close ties with key figures in China's energy sector, forming a faction often referred to as the Petroleum Gang. This group included executives, bureaucrats, and local officials who owed their positions to Joe's patronage. The Petroleum Gang became a powerful force within China's economy and politics. controlling vast financial resources and wielding significant influence over policy decisions. Zhou's allies helped him amass wealth and power, while ensuring their own positions remained secure. This network also played a crucial role in shielding Zhou from scrutiny, as his loyalists occupied strategic positions in the judiciary, law enforcement, and regulatory agencies. In addition to his dominance in the energy sector, Zhou expanded his influence through family connections. His son, Zhou Ben, became a central figure in the corruption scandal, using his father's connections to secure lucrative business deals and amass substantial wealth. Joe Yong Kong's downfall was not merely the result of his corrupt practices but also a product of shifting political dynamics. When Xi Jinping assumed the presidency in 2012, he faced significant challenges, including public outrage over corruption, slowing economic growth, and internal dissent within the CCP. To consolidate his power and restore public trust in the party, Xi launched a high-profile anti-corruption campaign. The campaign was unprecedented in scale and scope, targeting both low-ranking officials, flies, and high-ranking leaders, tigers. Joe Yong Kong became the most prominent tiger to fall, marking a departure from the CCP's unwritten rule that retired Politburo Standing Committee members were immune from prosecution. This move underscored Xi's determination to break entrenched patterns of impunity. However, the campaign was not without controversy. Critics argued that it was as much about eliminating political rivals as it was about combating corruption. Joe Yong Kong's extensive network and perceived loyalty to former leaders like Jiang Zemin made him a potential threat to Xi's authority, adding a political dimension to his prosecution. The investigation into Joe Yong Kong's activities began quietly but soon escalated into one of the most comprehensive probes in CCP history. Authorities meticulously dismantled his network, targeting key allies in the petroleum gang, Sichuan province, and the security sector. These investigations revealed a staggering level of corruption, including bribery and embezzlement. Zhou and his associates were found to have accepted massive bribes in exchange for political favors, contracts, and promotions. These illicit transactions often involved state-owned enterprises and major infrastructure projects. Misuse of state resources. Zhou abused his power to direct government resources toward personal and familial enrichment. This included allocating state funds to projects that benefited his allies and securing lucrative business opportunities for his family. Leaking state secrets. One of the most serious charges against Zhou involved the unauthorized disclosure of classified information, which raised concerns about national security. Joe Yong Kong's trial was held behind closed doors in April 2015. Reflecting the CCP's preference for controlling the narrative around such high-profile cases. While the trial lacked transparency, its outcome was never in doubt. Zhou was convicted on charges of bribery, abuse of power, and leaking state secrets, receiving a life sentence. The verdict was widely publicized, serving as both a warning to other officials and a testament to Xi Jinping's resolve. State media portrayed Zhou's downfall as a victory for the rule of law, though skeptics questioned the extent to which the trial represented genuine justice versus political theater. Thank you for watching our video. Insane Criminal Cases. Chanel hopes you have had great entertainment moments. Wish you all the best.